what's funny? I still can't work it out. I've been looking at you for nearly 24 hours and I still can't figure it out. Just can't work out why somebody would spend so much money to have you taken. Why somebody would want you to disappear. Because you, of all people, appear quite unremarkable. No offence. But it got me thinking, who exactly are you? I've seen your identification documents. Of course. Passport, driver's license, birth certificate, blah 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 blah. And of course I inspected your face carefully to ensure it was an exact match. But you and I both know that ID documents can be faked. Now, in my line of work, I don't tend to ask too many questions, but something about this just feels off to me, and I don't like it. 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 So, if you have any information with which to enlighten me, now is your chance to share it. And I don't tend to give second chances, so talk. Who exactly are you? Shh, shh, shh. Shh, I'm being serious, be quiet. Can you hear that? We will resume this chat later. Quiet. What on earth? How is it doing that? It switched off. That is a new one. Well, whoever wants you, they're good. Listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. Quiet, 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 quiet. Well, listen, 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 okay? Clever. You don't happen to know Morse code, do you? No, of course you don't. Well, luckily for you, I do. So I need you to be quiet, 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 quiet. While I listen, 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 okay? You need to listen, 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 listen. So you need to be quiet, 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 quiet. Listening. I'm listening. I'm and listen again. You might learn a thing or two. So, quiet, 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 quiet. And listen. Look, I will tell you what it is. H O L D H O L D H O L D. Hold. Hold. Okay. That is not so useful on its own. There's more. There is more. Just be quiet, 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 quiet. Okay, so we've got did you get it? Do you want to listen to it again? Okay, let's listen to that one more time. P O S I T I O N P O S I T I O N. Position. Hold position. How imaginative. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, I'll be honest. But it looks like we're stuck here together for a little while longer. Hopefully not too long. Because I'm running out of patience for you already. I travel alone. Well, not always alone. Sometimes with a limp, lifeless body in tow, but it's basically the same as being alone. You are quite the anomaly. The living, breathing anomaly that doesn't quite know how to sit still or be quiet. Okay, question. Are you a liar? No. That's interesting. That is very interesting. And you don't genuinely believe that now, do you? Everybody lies. We are all lies. Lies. I guess the question that I'm really asking you is, are you a good liar? Because there's liars and good liars. The only difference is the liars are clumsy. They're just the ones that get caught. But the good liars, they know the right content, the right pacing. They can see your lies with just enough sprinkle of truth. That means you would never suspect them. It's quite a skill, actually. So, which one is it? Are you a liar or are you a good liar? Okay. Let's try this, shall we? Let's try this. Oh, how I would love to hook you up to a polygraph right now. But this is the best I've got for now. I'll just have to listen carefully, won't I? Listen carefully for every time that your heart skips a beat, every time that you lie to me. I'll ask simple questions first, so you can manage that. Let's see how well you lie. Let's listen carefully and see if you lie. Let's start with some simple questions, shall we? We'll start easy and manageable for you. Now, the day you checked into the hotel, the day you were taken, what was the weather like? Pleasant. Okay. And have you ever stayed at that hotel before? Okay. And why were you in room 208 specifically? Did you request it? And what were you doing when you got to the room? What were you up to? Well, I didn't come to disturb you until much later, so you must be doing something. What were you doing that whole time? Okay. And what was the purpose of your trip? Why were you travelling alone? Business. Business. It's always business. What exactly is your business? What is it that you do that requires you to travel alone so frequently and so suspiciously? How plain, how boring. It almost sounds like it could be a lie. And are you lying to me? You lying how long we meant to be away on business for? Interesting. And who do you think will be the first person to realise that you're missing? And how long do you think that it will take them to realise that, to piece it together? How sad. How sad. Well. The results of the DIY polygraph are in, and I can confirm that that was mainly performative. Well, you are a nervous, kidnapped wreck, and your heart rate is erratic as a baseline, which is not too useful when picking apart truths and lies. That was tricky, because you are nervous, scared, intimidated. Fill in the blank. Well then, this just means I'm going to have to try something else, as the test results were inconclusive, but that's okay. I always have something else up my sleeve. Do you know what that is? Can you hear it? Do you recognize it? Exactly. Cable ties. You remember them, don't you? You remember the cable ties. Now, the fun thing about cable ties is that they don't look like much. Easy to get hold of, very inconspicuous. But if you tighten them for a prolonged period of time, they can do some serious damage. They can do some serious damage. So, tell me, which hand do you use the most? Great, we'll start with that one. So this is going around your wrist, like this, like this, and every time you answer a question that I don't like the answer to, it goes tight. And the more you lie to me, the tighter it will get. So, it's going to get very uncomfortable very quickly unless you tell the truth. Got it? Okay, great. Let's begin with this one. Begin with this wrist here. So now this is going over your wrist, and if I think you're lying to me, I will tighten it one little bit at a time. You understand? I haven't even asked you a question yet. I don't want pointless blathering. I want clear, concise information. Okay. wait for the question. Got it. Shh. You can speak when you are spoken to. Right then, let's try this, shall we? Who benefits if you disappear? Nobody. Really? Well, that's a little bit unbelievable, isn't it? Given the circumstances. What? Well, think about it. Somebody has hired me to make sure you are personally delivered alive. So that means somebody very much wants you to disappear. Whether or not they intend that to be a permanent disappearance or not, I don't know. Now, what did I say about blathering? I want clear, concise information, please. Now, if you apply that tiny pea-sized brain of yours and just think, who would want you gone? Who would want you out of their hair so much so that they've gone to great lengths to make it happen? Because this normally means one of two things. It either means that you are in some way important or significant. That means you are requiring protection, which I very much doubt. Or it means that you are the problem. So, looking back at your life, your actions, your work, your business, tell me, is there anybody that would want you gone? Well, think. Okay, well, that one looks like it is as tight as we can possibly get it, so let's double up and add another one. Let's add another layer to the cable tie. Because I am having a hard time believing you, that you can't think of anything or anyone that would be cause for you to disappear. Well, I'm just going to keep tightening until you give me some information. Well, you can at least answer me this. Which one do you think it is? If you had to hazard a guess, which one do you think it is? Do you think you're here because you need to be protected? Or do you think you're here because you're somebody's problem? Really? You don't know. You just don't know. Well, somebody has hired me to take you. So, you really expect me to believe you have absolutely no indication as to who that might be or why? Right. No, right, of course. Yes, of course, I get it. You're just an innocent victim caught up in this nightmare whirlwind. Well, either you are the most excellent liar I have ever encountered, or someone's hired me to